Ciryl Gane secured a razor-thin split decision win over Alexander Volkov at UFC 310, improving to 2-0 against the Russian. The fight was close and full of controversy, with the MMA community going crazy about the judge's decision. Volkov started strong, scoring a takedown just seconds into the fight. Gane took some time, but eventually got back to his feet and even managed a takedown of his own. On the ground, two heavyweights went back and forth with the submission attempts. In the final seconds of the round, Gane had a tight guillotine choke, but time ran out. In the second round, Volkov rocked Gane with a spinning back fist, followed by a hard knee to the body and a barrage of strikes. Ciryl showed resilience, recovering and landing his own shots, even wobbling Volkov at one point. However, Volkov regained control late in the round with a choke attempt that added more tension. The final round was a grappling battle. Gane worked for a Kimura submission for minutes but couldn't secure it, while Volkov stayed busy with punches to the body. Volkov eventually escaped and controlled Ciryl on the ground, finishing the round on top. When it came to the scorecards, two judges gave Gane the win 29-28, with the close first round being the deciding factor. The MMA community went off, labeling this fight as a robbery. Convinced the UFC gave Gane the win to make Jon Jones look better. Ciryl Gane did not win that fight. Ciryl Gane wins the split decision. Volkov should have won rounds 2 and 3. No freaking way Gane won. I'm lost for words. They literally just robbed Volkov. Gane did not win that fight at all. This is getting beyond a joke now. Ariel Helwani and Dana White reacted to this situation. They both described this fight as robbery. Dana went off on a reporter for asking a leading question before talking about Volkov.
A, not the most exciting fight of all time, but B, I thought Volkov had done enough. Volkov kind of surprised all of us rocking the cornrows. He looked very Paddy Pimblett-esque with those. It just wasn't a tremendous fight. Ciryl Gane saying afterwards that he broke his toe. Bit of a mid fight, and there was a bit of a weird scene afterwards when they announced that Ciryl Gane had won. He walked out of the cage. The assumption was kind of like, oh, he's upset. I don't know if he misunderstood. I don't know if he just didn't feel like speaking. You're looking at the scorecards right now. Adelaide Bird with the 2 10-9s for Ciryl Gane in the first 2 rounds, and then gave the third to Volkov. The second round was the big issue, the dissenter, if you will.
Okay. So you're like, what do you think about Weidman, this guy, and that guy tonight? I said they should retire. What do you think about Crone? Yeah. No, I don't like the way you're leading me down this road. I know what you're doing. You know the answer to the question, but you just want me to say it or something. You're saying Crone looked limited. What do you think? Do you have any other questions you want to ask me? Anything fucking positive, or you want me to shit on everybody on the card tonight? I thought Volkov won the fight. So here's what happened after that fight. You heard the boos. I went over to Volkov. I apologized to him. I thought he won the fight. And then the head of the commission came over and said, listen, we feel like that second round was really close. Could have gone either way, and both guys got rocked. We thought that they were making the argument on why the fight was judged the way it was. I had a problem with the battle fight, too. It doesn't fucking matter what I think. It really doesn't, because at the end of the day, they decide who wins and loses, not us.
Shavkat Rakhmonov defeated Ian Garry in a highly competitive 5-round battle. Known for his brutal finishing ability, Shavkat fought with a much different strategy against his former teammate, focusing more on grappling and takedowns while controlling the pace for much of the 25-minute fight. However, the fight took a dramatic turn late when Ian Garry came close to pulling off a stunning comeback with a tight rear naked choke. Rakhmonov managed to escape and survive until the final horn. When the dust settled, all 3 judges scored the fight 48-47 in Rakhmonov's favor, awarding him a unanimous decision victory. The win extended his flawless record to 19-0. Following his victory, Rakhmonov invited UFC welterweight champion Belal Muhammad into the cage, setting the stage for a highly anticipated showdown in 2025. Ian Garry reacted to his performance against Nomad. The Irishman revealed that despite the loss, he is happy with his performance. He proved he has championship potential and showed that the seemingly unstoppable Shavkat can be defeated.
My hand might not have got raised, but I came out and I fought a giant. I came out and I fought the boogeyman, and I showed that he's fucking human. I went out there on 3 weeks' notice. I saved this event. I saved this card against the scariest man in the division, and I went out there and I stopped almost everything. There was at no point where he looked like he was going to finish the fight. I put him in 2 submissions. I took his back. I had fun. I showed that I can hang with the single best in the division, and I proved tonight on short notice that I can absolutely be a champion. and I can do it for 5 rounds, and there's no holes in my game. There was nothing that man brought for me tonight. He won by opinion, and that's okay. I can live with that, and I'm very happy with my performance tonight. I wanted to finish that so bad. Charles taught me a little trick backstage. I went out there against the scariest man, and I nearly fucking finished him. That shows that I have a championship mentality.
Belal Muhammad reacts to Shavkat Rakhmonov's victory at UFC 310. Heading into the year's final pay-per-view, Shavkat was seen as the welterweight division's unstoppable boogeyman. While that aura still lingers, Belal Muhammad pointed out that his 5-round battle with Garry had lifted some of the mystery surrounding him. Quote, I think we just learned who the real boogeyman of the division is. I'm the best in the world, there's levels to this, and now that I've got my next target, I can't wait to show them. They put this aura around him. I'm glad we just got 20 minutes of it. For me, it was a high-level fight, but you just gave me 20 minutes extra of tape. I already thought that I was gonna walk through you, now you're giving me more time to see what I'm going to do to you. It's only going to be easier. I don't want them to back me, man. I want them to keep losing money, and I want the people who like me to keep winning money. So guys, start putting more bets on Shavkat. Let's get this lineup a little bit higher. Shavkat Rakhmonov hopes to fight for UFC title in April or May next year. Belal Muhammad recently made his way back to training after recovering from a severe toe injury. Belal stated, honestly, for me, it's just getting back to normal. We just started training on Monday. I just want to get healthy, get back to normal, get back to training every single day, and then we'll look at a date. While Muhammad hasn't set a timeline for his UFC return, Shavkat Rakhmonov is eyeing a title shot with Muhammad and hopes to have the fight signed by the end of Q1 of 2025. I'm the #1 title contender, so hopefully maybe April or May next year we will face each other, said the undefeated Kazakh at the post-fight press conference, before teasing that he'll soon get back to his more devastating ways. You know, who doesn't want to finish fights? I did everything in my power to do so. Ian had a great preparation, but I believe that in my next fight, I'll continue my finishing streak. Alexander Volkov wants the UFC to fire the judge after robbery. Quote, hello everyone, I just want to say first that it was a bullshit decision, for sure. I don't know what we're going to do with the decision. I am absolutely sure that I won the fight. How can the guy who was less active and come out with more damage win? I don't understand this. This is the same judge who judges boxing and MMA. I don't understand. This state is the fighting capital of the world. I don't know what to say. How is it possible that the same person can judge 2 different kinds of sports? The controversy surrounding the decision didn't stop with Volkov's disappointment, as much of the criticism was directed specifically at Judge Adelaide Bird. Bird scored the fight 29-28 in favor of the Frenchman, a decision that sparked widespread backlash from fans and analysts alike. What do you think of the event? Did it live up to your expectations? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for daily MMA news.